Hi, I'm Claire and this is my husband Nick. We met in an online chat room in 2001 and ended up getting married in 2006. We're a fairly normal, hard-working couple who love travelling and enjoying a drink or two. In early 2020, we decided we wanted a whole new life-changing challenge. So we said goodbye to our jobs. We sold our Wiltshire farmhouse. We packed up our things and made the move to France. In early 2001, I went back to the UK to finalise our house sale and pick up my Aga. I was on Facebook on an Escape to the Chateau fan club page when I saw this advert. I messaged Nick the advert. Curiosity got the better of him and he went and arranged a viewing. With the instructions from me, I trust your judgment. If you think I'll like it, put in an offer. The offer was accepted and we finally got the keys on the 10th of June 2021. Join us and our dogs, Merlot and Flora, as we renovate our Maison de Maitres. Well, I've started my Monday morning off with a bit of a difference this week. We had some problems uploading our video on Sunday night, so it was a bit of a late night for us, and it's a bit cold this morning. So we were in bed and Nick goes, oh, we'll have to do the Christmas cards. Nick's not here. Nick never does the Christmas cards. I do the Christmas cards. So the last few hours, and I think I've got a couple more hours to go because we know a few people and we like sending Christmas cards, say we. I'm doing Christmas cards. The wine was from last night, although it should be for now. So yeah, my week's not got off to the blazing head start that I wanted to, but I'm getting there. It's now 2:00.
So I'm in the Maison de Maitres in the ground floor bedrooms en suite, and the job that I'm going to do, hopefully get that finished today, shouldn't be too much work, is to electrify this radiator. So what I need to do is take it off the wall, fill it with an antifreeze solution like you put in your car radiator, a glycol mix, leaving room for expansion, and then put in a heating element. Then I'm going to test it before I put it back in place, just put a plug onto it, make sure it all heats up and it all works as it should, and then put it back in position, wired in to into the mains electricity. So that will mean that this bathroom has a heated towel rail. It's the only form of heating, so I hope it's quite effective. Okay, so I've removed the radiator from the ensuite, and the first job I need to do is block up the holes. That's where you'd normally connect the water feed to the radiator. I've got these chrome covered caps that I'm going to fit either side, and then that will seal it up. And then on the end of it here, this little area here, that's where I will open it up to put the element in, and I'll just show you what the element looks like if you're interested. It's this. So it's it's a fairly standard heating element with an attached cable. Okay, so the radiator is now full of antifreeze, and there is a gap. I just poured a bit out to allow room for expansion of the liquids. So the next job now is to fit the element into that hole, and then I can get a plug on it and see if it works. It's actually surprisingly heavy now, it's got all that fluid in it, but anyway, I brought it through and just plugged it into a socket. You normally wouldn't do that. This is a temporary thing, just to check, you know, there's no leaks or anything. I haven't done a boo-boo or anything, so anyway, we'll leave that for a little while to hopefully warm up. Yeah, so I'll pop back in a bit and see how we're getting on. Well, that looks good in the room, but it did before. Just got a wire now. So let's go downstairs and get it wired in. Yoo-hoo. So I come down to the cellar. That's the wire from the heater poking down. Quite simple job today. Just locate the heater wire. It's somewhere here anyway. Once I've done that, connect them up together. Tell you something though, it's quite strange. It's actually warmer in the cellar than outside today. So it's quite pleasant being down here. It's normally pleasant being down here. Well, I've had to run a wire all the way from the consumer unit through the cellar to here because I hadn't put one in yet, but that's not taken me too long. So I've got it all connected up, clipped up nice and neatly. So I'll go upstairs and connect it to the consumer unit. Anyway, it takes a while for the radiator to warm up, where it's been sitting in this cold house overnight. It's quite cold. So I'm going to go and do some other jobs and come back in a little bit and see how warm we are. Well, it's a few hours after you saw me last in here, and I'm pleased to report there is warmth coming from this radiator. So, well, the people that are staying in here over the Christmas period will be delighted because they will be having warm towels. So, hey, job done.
I'm back in the temporary dining room this afternoon and I'm about to clean the floor after all of my sanding yesterday.
Just taking you outside to show you the delightful Christmas tree that has been erected outside our house. You can tell by the lights that are glowing quite how magical this is. Look. Isn't that fantastic? I've not been told if we're having carols around the tree this year. Actually, the street light's brighter than the Christmas tree, but anyway, there we go. And there are decorations. By the weight of them, the packets feel empty. Ho, ho, ho.
We all stood out on our doorsteps and we applauded them, giving their lives on the line, going into hospital, taking care of all of us while there was a virus rampaging through the world.
Is that turkey? Is that your turkey?
I lost my father and I was in the hospital.
Good morning from the temporary dining room, and this week we're really going to make some progress. Hell yes. So it is time to start opening paint. Yeah. First thing this morning I will be painting this fire surround. and also the panel that you could shut to close off any air from coming down the chimney. I'm going to be going for black. Why not? I like black. Here's a little close-up first. No time like the present. Let's start this week good. Let's have at it. Wow, instant uplift. I'm going to come back later and give this another coat. But I'm not finished with this yet. There's a lot more to happen. So now it's on to the next thing. The only way is up. I'm just here on the floor, just having a look up at the ceiling for one final time. I've still got some cobwebs up there that I need to take down, but I started the other day and it was just a bit too so as I paint the ceiling, I'm going to take the cobwebs down as I go. Yeah. So this is what the ceiling currently looks like from where I am laid on the floor. It's actually quite a nice view from here. But this is all just about to change. So I'm just about to take my final before shot. After I've finished, the Sistine Chapel will have naffle on this.
I want to show you something. So, I'm in the Gite. Where else have I been? And that's the first unit of the kitchen. Partially assembled. I've got a bag of bits. I'm not sure that I need them. I'm going to put that to one side. So I'm going to basically just get all the units assembled and then line them up and make sure everyone is happy with the layout. Not got any choice really now, to be perfectly honest with you, but yeah, so at this point just like to show you one of my screwdrivers, which apparently also made a very good paint stirrer for somebody when they were stirring up a tin of black paint. Now, whilst I may not always tidy my tools away, I recognise that this is not a paint stirrer. Somebody needs a bit more training, I think. Well, obviously they need levelling, but that is 3 of the cupboards assembled. Above these we're going to have another couple of cupboards on the wall with an extractor hood over that central unit, which is where the oven and hob are going to be. Yeah, it's not really looking like much at the moment. Got to confess, it is a budget kitchen. Which is why little details like that screw is visible. That is the screw that holds the legs on. Where did you ever get a kitchen with that, like that? Well, we found it. Anyway, as I was saying, it's a budget kitchen. You don't know quite how well it's going to be looked after by people apart from yourselves, obviously. And I thought, well, it's got to look good, but it's going to be infrequently used, so why spend a fortune on it? So we didn't. Anyway, I've made a start. Got 2 more units to assemble, which are the wall units. Right, well, I've got the carcasses all assembled and I've just put together this drawer, which seems to work. Everything's ready to be fitted, but I need to, tomorrow I think, I need to sort out the electrics underneath where the hob and the oven are going, and I need to get the pipe work. As I said, that needs to be sorted out. And then the exact positioning of the units. So I'll bring the fridge in, which is going at that end. Then I can get them all fitted.
I'm at the top of my scaffolding tower. We get on quite well now, apart from when it wobbles. And I've just opened my tins of paint. Okay, so I'm going to have a quick chat with you about paint. This is really exciting. So, for the walls, the white walls, I'm going to be using Farrow & Ball Estate Emulsion. Estate Emulsion has a finish which is like a chalky kind of matte effect finish. And I'm going to reveal the colour. I am going with Reference Red. Yay! It's going on really well so far. My next colour, to get rid of this yellow ochre kind of I am going for a colour called Hamilton Grey. There's a test patch. So, I'm going to give you a little comparison here. I'm going to show you the tins of French paint and how much is in them. In front of me we have kind of a metallic paint, but you will see about an inch down from the top, it's not full. Same with this one, it's not full. Same with this one, it's nowhere near full. Farrow & Ball to the top. Every tin of French paint I open, it's never full. So that's my first little gripe with it. My second gripe is the price. So, I went and I bought the Farrow & Ball in England quite a while ago, and it's still the same price. £52 for a 2.5 litre tin of Farrow & Ball. If I am here and I run out of this colour, for exactly the same tin, it's €109. That's an incredible price difference, and it will probably have on the bottom of the tin, proudly made in France, which, which is fine, support the French, yay, we do. It's just the price that is crazy for exactly the same thing. Why is it so much? And it's the same for every paint over here. It's so expensive. And you've got like an inch, sometimes 2 inches, that are missing from the tin. Paint manufacturers, stop being so tight. I'm calling it quits for today. I feel like I've really achieved. Yes, I could do more, but I still have obviously fun things to do in the other side of the house, like make dinners and cleaning and washing myself. I'm really pleased with how today's gone. I've used 1 tin of Farrow & Ball, and I've got to say it is the best paint I have used for coverage. And it's just such a pleasurable paint to use. It's not an advertisement, it's just a general thing of, I can understand now why people buy it. I just thought, oh, Farrow & Ball, who? But no, it's actually a really damn good paint. Anyway, yeah, I'm tired now. I've had enough of going up and down the scaffolding. It's quite hard to paint the ceiling when you've got one side of the scaffolding open and you're kind of thinking, am I going to fall off the scaffolding? Anyway, onwards and upwards to tomorrow. It's 10 to 8, the alarm's just gone off, and I want to show you one of the best moments of the day in the Butcher household. The entry of the doggies. Hey, hello, hello. You cold? Hello, Merlot. Hello.
So yeah, carrying on in the Gite here, and I've fit some units to the wall, fit the extractor. I need to cut the ducting cover to the right length. But yeah, just hung the units up as you do, fitting the doors as you do, going all right. Ta-da! Yeah, so there we go. First 2 units are fitted. Well, you're looking behind the kitchen units now, and that's where I need to get the hot and the cold pipe from over there down to over here where the sink is going to be in the furniture. I've got the waste pipe to this point. It obviously needs to come up from there. So yeah, I've got the pipe. I'm just cutting a hole in the back panel of the unit we're going to have the basin in.
Good morning for day 2 of painting. I'm back in here. I'm refreshed. I'm ready for a new day. Let's have at it. Yeah. Floor, we do give you a bed. You don't need to sit in the log basket where it's comfortable. Floor. Hello. Do you like it there? In the sun? In your bed?
There we have it, the hot, cold and waste pipe in the kitchen sink unit. They're all through there. They're all joined to there. I'm just about to put some stop valves on the end of those and turn the water back on and hopefully not have a leak. Well, that connection there is dry. those taps there are dry. I've turned all the water back on, obviously, and so yeah, that bit of plumbing is done. So that means, well, I'm not going to do it now because it's pretty dark outside and I've had enough for today. But I'm going to be able to get the units in place and yeah, carry on with the installation. But I'm quite pleased with what I've achieved so far today. So, I'm in the kitchen area of the Gite, I can call it now. It's starting to look like one as well, isn't it? So what I've done today so far, I've just screwed the units together to level them up, and it's going to keep them rigid as one complete section. Screwed it to the wall in a few places just so it doesn't get pulled off. And now I'm starting to cut the plinth, the kickboard along the bottom of the unit. There we have it, kickboard cut and fitted. So here it is, the worktop. So actually, that is way too much overhang, I think. So we're going to need to just cut all the way down the back, and then it will fit a little bit better. But I think it's already looking quite... Well, that wasn't going well at all. I think the blade on the saw is a bit knackered from when we were using it to chop floorboards up in the attic. Well, I've continued working on the kitchen even though I can't get any further with the worktop yet. So yeah, I fitted all the front pieces now. The handles, the doorknobs. So yeah, really now just need to get the worktop cut down. And then I can get the sink in, get that plumbed in, get the hob cut and fitted, and the oven fitted, and then I've got some tiling to do it on the splashback to the units. Then it is, oh no, not done, because I need to finish off the ducting up there for the extractor fan. Nearly finished.
Bit of a later start for me in the temporary dining room this morning. At the moment, every morning, I'm trying to get something ready for when our guests come for Christmas. Last night, we both went down to the cellar because I needed to pull things out of boxes again for Christmas Day, because we don't have things like 10 matching wine glasses and 10 matching water glasses and 10 of this and 10 of that. So here's last night what was pulled out of the cellar. I have my assistant giving you a tune today. Temporary dining room painting day 3. I didn't show you kind of where I finished yesterday because I was a little tired. This morning I'm back in here. I'm just about to put the heating on, get the room a bit warm, and then I'm going to crack on with the ceiling and...
Okay, so continuing work on this little kitchen here. I've just fitted ducting to the top of this unit. In a minute I'll go up into the roof space and put it to where I want it to be ducting. Now that needs to be, that up there, that will get covered by a bit of metal, which actually I need to cut down because it's a little bit too tall. So I've got the angle grinder ready and yeah. screws to hold that in place, and then job done. Well, I've been out this morning and bought a new blade for the circular saw, which I've just fitted. Well, compared to yesterday, that was like a knife through butter. There you go. Well, it looks better than it did. So yeah, I'm happy with the depth and the length of that now, so need to cut out for the sink and the hob. Look at this. They fit. I haven't fitted them, but they fit. So there's clamps and things to clamp them to the worktop. I need to fix the worktop to the units. And then I can get things all wired and plumbed in, but oh, look at that. So just while we're here, we opted for a 2 hob cooker top thing here for a couple of reasons. Firstly, this is only ever going to be like a holiday let kind of building, bit of self-catering. You're not going to want to do a lot of cooking. There will be an oven. Got the hob obviously, 2 rings there. We can have a microwave as well, so there's plenty of ways that you can make meals in here. But because it's such a small kitchen area, we wanted to maximise the amount of worktop available, so we thought, yeah, just go for a little 2-ring hob, and I think that works fine. So yeah, look at that. I'm so chuffed.
Welcome to the top of the scaffolding tower. It's a long way down. Well, I think it is. Anyway, I've brought you up here quickly just to show you this ceiling. So the gold's going on okay, but I just wanted to show you how detailed this was, which is why this has taken me quite a lot of time. You can see there's this, it's like a photo frame edge here. And then there's this curve, and then there's the flat ceiling. So I'm painting the actual panel, internal panel, let's call it, of the ceiling first. Then I'm waiting for it to dry, painting it again, going around the big thick edges in black, then waiting for the gold in the panel to dry, and then going around the edges. So it is a tad fiddly, and it's taking a little bit more time than what I thought it would do. But I've got to say, it's quite nice and warm in here today. Totally tropical t-shirt weather, yeah.
That seems to work. Ignore the book that's drying on the hob. Someone dropped it in the sink. Anyway, let me draw your attention to this. Which, well, all the lights are working. I've just turned it on. Take a minute to warm up, I guess, won't it? We have an oven. Now, it's not a fancy one. It's a basic oven. This is a holiday home Gite thing, so we don't need it fancy. We're not doing MasterChef creations in, well, I don't know actually. It could be a challenge. How to cook a nice meal with this. I can be the judge.
Morning, Merlot. You watching Sky News?
It's an attempt to do two things. One is to buy time
Yeah,
whilst
nice sleeping.
rebuilds its military strength to
Good boy.
renew its offensive
Yeah,
back to
gonna
the
say
front
hello.
in the spring
Hello.
and summer, as soon as it feels it's
Good
strong.
boy. Painting day 4. Hopefully my last day of painting the walls. Yeah, I'm just gonna get on with this. It's taking forever. Let's have at it.
Okay, well, the kitchen behind me here isn't quite finished. Next job is to tile the splashback. So that's what I'm going to do now. So I finished the grouting. Still got to clip on a couple of the trims around the sockets, but I'll do that after I've just given it a quick polish off. When I come back tomorrow morning, that'll all have a sheen of dust over it to polish off. So apart from that, today I've been keeping myself busy with little details like putting up curtain rails at every window in here. I fitted that. Electric fire. Yeah, it's been a busy day. Not yet run out of time. I've got a lot more to do to get this sheet finished off.
The scaffolding has now left the room. Woohoo! And the builder's lights are in the room, because for my next trick at 6:45 at night, and I've been going at this since 9 o'clock this morning, I shall be going around the floor at any tiny little drops of paint. I'm just going to gently sand them off, like ever so gently, and then I have my learned colleague next to me. Henri, are you ready for Friday night date night? I hear you're a bit of a sucker. 8 o'clock, I just finished sanding the floor and hoovering the floor, and I'm calling it quits for today because I'm getting a bit upset with myself. Before I leave the room, I think one of the things that's really irked me has been these sockets. These sockets here. They say that they're paintable sockets. They are paintable, but how many layers of paint you need to paint the thing with is just there. And the same goes for the trunking. So yeah, if you see this plug configuration, and it says paintable from Legrand. That's lies. That is lies. That took more paint than anything else in this vodka. It's that time of the week again. It's time for
Wine of the Week.
And this week, our elf seems to have left us some special drinks.
Yummy.
Shall we try what our elf has kindly left for us?
After you.
It's a bit yellow and a bit cloudy, isn't it? Elf and safety. Well, if you've enjoyed watching,
Please click like.
and if you've not already, please,
Subscribe.
you can also find out more information on
Facebook, Instagram and Twitter.
or on our website at.
www.theexpatbutchers.com.
That's all for this week, but we will see you on.
Next week, which is Christmas Day.
It is Christmas Day. We will see you on Christmas Day.
Or shortly after.
Yeah.
Or maybe a long time after.
It depends. You'll have to wait and see how well we get on this week and what's going to happen. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we will see you next Sunday.
Bye.
Bye.